I'm looking for a change and I try but I can't find it. I'm looking for a justice. I'm looking for a peace, but these guns on the streets keep popping, keep popping. Why can't we be finding peace? Why can't we be ending all this beef? Why can't we just get along? Peace is right.
Hey, it's your girl Alicia Brooke. So I just watched a video on CBS this morning with Oprah Winfrey. This was about a week ago, and she donated $13 million to Morehouse College, which is okay, but you know, it don't seem like, oh, it's so crazy, that's so much because it's Oprah, right? But I mean, I respect at least that, and I know she's been given to colleges and stuff, and I respect that she at least invests or, donates to education because that's very important. But at the end of the video, the dude Tony, one of the cast on the CBS this morning, got a little punchline before the end, and explain, like, we already know that, the colleges are beautiful. They invest so much money to make this college look like it's beautiful, make you want to be there, of course. But, and I'm all outside on the porch right now, so it's raining. But we know that tuition is steady going up. And what she say? We got to do something about that. Well, honey, don't you think that 13 million, and by the way, it's 25 million altogether that she donated to this college, but that the other 12 million was like 30 years ago. So this 13 million today in 2019, don't you think that could go to opening up a motherfucking school that don't charge that much? Okay, because I done did the numbers, and I'm not saying, okay, once you making a certain amount of money, I understand that they come at you in so many different ways. It's a whole different level of like class, basically. It's a whole different level of mentality. It's a whole different level of thinking. But I feel like the people that are kind of like the underdogs, you want to say, those are the people that's coming up with the new ideas. Okay, we actually taking over. The youngins are taking over. Now we have an ignorant part of the youngins, but we have a very smart part of them. Okay, and they're coming up, and it could be ignorant to the fact that they don't want to do the same shit that you did in your system. They don't want to follow those same rules. They got new rules, and they go basically more of a life rule. Okay, so I done the numbers for college, and a lot of people, they pay maybe $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year. Let's just say 10,000. Let's just say 15. It don't really matter. When you have 100, look, I have to look at how many kids they got, right? And how much they charge and all that type of stuff. But the thing is, if you would, $12 million can put a lot of people through somebody else's college. $12 million can also create your own fucking college and give a lot of kids education and don't have them in debt afterwards. You know that's the system. You know they're trying to keep you down. They want to give you just education, give you a little loans, and then put you in debt so that you can go and work for their businesses and give back the money and stuff. They want you to retire, really. They want you to retire from the business so that you can continue to work through their system the whole time. And you know that, Oprah. And I just feel like, okay, it's cool. There's so many Americans that, want to go through these colleges, but this college has been in business for over 150 years. Okay? Over 150 years, right after slavery. Now tell me, who the fuck was investing in this colleges right after slavery like that? Tell me that. And I believe it was white people. Like I said, white people gonna control it, but they gonna let black people run it. All right. So the problem is now it's 2019. This is not 1867 where, okay, white person can open up a black college and let black people run it. This is 2019, about to be 2020. You are able to open up your own shit. All right, Oprah, you know so many people. Why can't you call them people and say, we're about to open up a school. We're about to teach people how to really get an education, work for themselves, and get money like, and pay and do what they need to do in life. But no, you want to perpetuate this fucking system that you know is bullshit, because at the end, you was able to say, and you was able to acknowledge that you understand that there is a problem with these colleges putting these kids in debt after they get out. These kids are amazing. They know how they can do so much for the world. but now they're in debt. They're in debt, so then now they're going to delay on that. And the whole system is fucked up to me. I believe there's good and bad, of course, but it just needs, it's not fucked up to where you just throw the whole thing away, because there has to be structure and order. But it is to where it just has to be, updated. It has to evolve. You can't just keeping it back to where what it has been if it hasn't been working. All right, it's only been working for a certain amount of people. If you look at the numbers, plenty of black people graduate college and don't get to be able to pay back that loan because they don't make enough money, because they're busy working for somebody else and going through the system. I'm telling you, it's loopholes and it's ways out the system, and Oprah knows it, and I know she does, because for one, I know you had to acknowledge it because he put you on the spot, but just the fact that you know that this college that you're sending these motherfuckers to is eventually going to put them in debt. So let's say you donate 12 million, they're finna make 100 million off of that 12 million. And because they're gonna put them kids, them same kids that you want to teach them something, they're gonna put them in debt, and it's fucked up to me. And I feel like, okay, we gotta do something about it, bitch. Do something about it. That's 12 million. That's 12 million. You could have went and bought your own fucking land, had a building. You could just buy a school, a abandoned school, because there's plenty of them. But buy an abandoned school so that you don't have to go through all the other shit and motherfucking start that stuff. I don't get it. Like, you see certain people like, okay, even though people want to say whatever, like Umar, okay, maybe Oprah don't want to associate say with Umar or Dr. Boyce Walking with the Black Business School, but there's people that are just now, they know the system, and they have a plan for a school, and you have the means to help. You have the resources to help. Why don't you help those people? Why are you trying to help slave-owned schools? And I don't care if it's mostly black. Of course, it's mostly black, but the thing is, who owns that shit? You know what I'm saying? No, who owns that shit? Because if it was like that, then they would be trying to make sure that motherfuckers are good after they leave that bitch. That Morehouse College, you got that many black students that are on point, then you would try to just say, okay, I get these $1 million donations. I get all these donations. I'm up. You are up. Okay, there's not that much shit you have to do for that school. Besides, the main thing is to be able to make sure you have your insurance and to pay the staff, of course, like the teachers, the people that work for you. Now that's going to take a lot, but at the end of the day, you had 150 years head start. So to me, I feel like you already know the game. I feel like you is so much ahead of that 12 million, damn near going to another investment. You know what I'm saying? So instead of the school. So I just wish people would really like think about it, especially like these people that are rich, because I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, it's going to be a question in my mind until I figure it out. Why do rich people still want to rely on the system when they have the means and resources to get away? When they have means and resources to create their own way? Why the fuck are you still trying to keep people in slavery? You know? And like, the thing I can think of is that you know what you're doing. And it's sad to me. Like, you know what you're doing by now, and you're still doing it, you know? And then I'm like, maybe you're just brainwashed. Maybe you're just around these people that teach you and tell you and make you feel like this is what you need to do and this is right. And you feel like that's right, so you do it. But at the end of the day, I don't get it, man. I mean, yeah, I don't get it. It's a donation. So and I know, plus I know there's rich people that donate, not because they give a fuck, but because of some other shit. Like, I'm gonna donate 12 million to Morehouse College, but I got this other thing over here. They're gonna give me this and this and that, and then because they're all fucking partners and shit together. So maybe Oprah has a business plan, a business thing with somebody else, and they say, well, donate 12 million to Morehouse College, and then we'll be able to give you this 50 million and blah, blah, blah. All right? So don't get me wrong. I understand and I believe that is certain things that could be happening. But at some point, you have to be like, look, I'm not here to perpetuate this bullshit. I'm here to be able to teach. I affect so many souls, Oprah. You touch so many people. Your words can change the minds of people, can change the lives of people just by your moves alone. I invested $12 million into us owning our own system, into teaching kids, black kids, whatever, all around the world that they got everything they need right now. You don't have to go 10 years, 5 years, whatever, to a fucking system and work for somebody else. You can actually use your gifts and your talents to make your own money, to make your own living. Okay? And you don't have to worry about paying me after you graduate college. I want you to be the best you can be. I don't want you to be in debt. You know? So that's the thing. And just to me, just the main fact that you would still in 2019 donate 19 million to a college that you know is putting motherfuckers wrongfully in debt, it's fucked up to me. It's fucked up to me, and I feel like it's wrongfully in debt. Yes, I do, because I feel like they get their money. They get their money on donations. So therefore, you shouldn't be making other motherfuckers go in debt. I know you get a lot of money. So, I understand that yes, you got to charge this and this and that, but then it's just like at a certain time, like, come on now, like Oprah knows, Oprah knows, Oprah knows. They don't need that motherfucking money to be able to keep going. They got millions and billions. They got thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people in debt since 1867, okay? 1867. They got money, okay? They got so many people in debt, and they getting their shit. So, I don't know. This is a little rant, man, because I was a little all over the place, but the thing is, I just wish people would do better, especially people that got the means and the resources to be able to do that. Bitch, do that. The fuck is you going? I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, y'all tell me what y'all think, and I'll holler.